Not run to run into Torso Terry. Whoa! No, 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 no! Get out, get out! Jay Shanks, the long-haired loudmouth, and welcome back to the sinking city. Now, in my previous video I said I was going to be heading to Grimhaven Bay. Well, on further reflection, I've kind of decided that's probably not the smartest move yet. Instead I'm going to be heading to the Oakmont Chronicle, because apparently that's where my next clue is as to the disappearance of the expedition that Albert Throgmorton Jr. and his cohorts were doing. So I'm loving the sharp suit, by the way, this guy's wearing, and you find this in the wardrobe as I highlighted in my previous video, so it'll be interesting to see where I go from here. See if I can... First things first, I'm going to have to look at the map and find the Oakmont Chronicle. There's the Oakmont PD, key to the headquarters. That's Throgmorton Manor, where Robert Throgmorton's expecting me. Hopefully I'm not going to deal with him yet. He seems a bit snobbish by comparison. Seems like an aristocrat of sorts, which I don't quite dig yet. City Hall, no. I need to find the Oakmont Chronicle. That's the Devil's Reef. There it is. So, place a marker. Find it. Now, in my last video I found some burnt shipping manifests in the expedition headquarters that had been subsequently been raided by Innsmouthers. Though why, I'm not entirely certain. Ultimately, the goal here is to find out what's causing the visions and hallucinations most of the people of Oakmont are experiencing. So we'll have to see how we go from here. All the while, trying to stop a city that's drowning, essentially. Hence the name of the game, obviously. But let's keep going. There's some really sharply dressed NPCs in here, which is quite nice. Oh yeah, one other thing I discovered that was quite handy. Apparently the homeless community of Oakmont have used these signs to depict doors that you can open, which makes my life a little bit easier. So, I need to talk to the nice folks at the Oakmont Chronicle.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for a meal.
Yeah, guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers. The archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
Alright, I'll be sure to make some time for it, Miss Bland. See you later.
I won't talk to Miss Bland just yet, because I got a feeling there's something else is about to go down. So, the archives. You often need to look for useful information within various city archives. Archives contain topical information. For example, City Hall holds general data. And the casebook evidence may even have a hint icon. In the archive interface, select the piece of evidence you wish to investigate, then choose 3 criteria to search for relevant information. A search conducted with the correct evidence and criteria will result in new information being added to the casebook. Okay, let's see. Archives, so... Siege... People... Section... Advertisements, that's where we need to be. Listing posting ads about the freighter. District, Grimhaven Bay. after the flood. Let's see. Ship freight advertisement. The 30-ton ship Titania is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport as well as the aiding of underwater ventures and exploration for the price of 70 rifle bullets or the equivalent thereof per week. Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders. He can be found at Pier 3. Okay, so I need to find out if Sanders is still alive. Let's see. It might give me some insight as to why the Innsmouthers were trying to attack the expedition in the first place. So I will keep my gun handy. Let's see if I can travel a bit further. Grimhaven Bay. Here we go. Where's the dock? Oakmont City Port. Jeremiah Sanders. Hopefully he might be able to shed some light on whether the expedition could get there. I wonder if I take the boat. Wow. So Oakmont generally is flooded. Okay. Let's go onto the water and see if we can get where we need to be. The atmospherics in this place are crazy. Don't like the sight of the tentacles though, that's kinda disturbing. Let's see. I wonder. If I can at least make it down to C. Smith Avenue, we might be alright. So... be careful driving this thing. Whoa, easy cheesy. Okay. Something's really wrong with some of the walls in these buildings. It's almost like the aquatic life has decided to take over the brickwork just for kicks. So let's see if I can. Okay, so I'm relatively near where I need to be. Let's see if I can park this up. Yes, I can. That's good. What are those two fighting over? They're fighting over something. Best not get involved just yet. Look for Captain Jeremiah Sanders. If I can at least find Captain Sanders, I might actually have some notion as to why the Innsmouthers were attacking the expedition in the first place. So if he can shed some light on anything, then I can at least go back to Throgmorton with a bit more insight. Grimhaven Base Central, new fast point. That's good. Okay, let's head down to the docks, see if I can find Captain Sanders. He's in here somewhere. Might be at the bar, now that I think about it. Aha! Maybe this guy knows where he is.
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seem like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
He might have something useful, so it's an interesting one with these, because you want to keep as many avenues open as possible for this.
You pay, I work. That's the job.
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent. You can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the product.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
You're looking for a ship log.
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, and you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand. Now, can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals and metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. See you later.
Right. So, I've got a guy who wants to find a missing ship. That's a start. But I need to find something else. I'll check my casebook, see if I can at least get some things going. Pier 3 Oakmont Port. So it's always raining around the port. A touch ominous in certain respects, but let's see. Nantucket Street fits O'Callahan. Not quite where I need to be though. Probably gonna need to do some more digging. Okay. Captain Sanders, Port 3. Okay. So there's a Port 3, how to get there. Cut through on the left and then take a right. I'll have to make it snappy since the weather seems to be picking up. You know, for a supernatural cop, his mind palace abilities don't really give him much of an edge yet. Let's see if I can find Captain Sanders, he'll at least remember where everything was. That's not good.
creatures swarmed over the piers. I hit here. These walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
Guns are not going to reload themselves. Great. Okay. Sea creatures on the pier. What the hell are these things? And the same creatures I found in the warehouse. What the shit?
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder. Shot dead. Point blank. Shot dead. Point blank.
So whatever hysteria this is, it causes fits of murderous rage in its victims. Yeah. Whatever these fucking things were. What?
The monster sure didn't leave behind much.
These little visions I'm finding are a touch disturbing. Okay. I'm on the Titania.
They were in high spirits. Plenty of them were drinking.
Okay. So somebody mauled the crew. What happened?
To the mayor with you! Die! Die!
Jesus. Somebody went to town with this guy with 2 axes. Okay. Let's go back a bit.
You can't take me! Eat this!
So somebody so the guy who was shot threw an axe at him. Let's see, is there any more? Thing more I need to be concerned about. Something else doesn't seem right. Something's still up on the pier. I feel like I'm missing something. I found 2 out of 3. Okay. Maybe something back on the ship. Yes. See what happened on the ship, shall we?
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Okay.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Okay. So start.
To the mayor with you. Ugh. Die. Die.
Captain Sanders went cuckoo.
You can't take me. Eat this.
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
Okay. Now that's bizarre. I'm missing something. I'm gonna need to go and quiz that sailor. So the crew on the Titania were suffering from the same hysteria as the expedition, or the fishermen. So it's something, obviously something to do with the harbour. Better quiz this guy again.
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
Got back several hours ago. It seems we came because of you.
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing. Sailors bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then the wild beasts came to feast.
So the wild beasts are attracted to blood in the water of sorts. That might be interesting.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I bet my life no one else made it back.
Right. So there's a fight among the crew. I suspect that guy's Sanders. So wounded sailor. Sanders has fled. He's the wounded man and is now seeking medical aid. So that means Sanders is either going to be at the hospital or he's going to be nearby. So one would theorize he's either he's going to be at the hospital. I can't really go back to Throgmorton empty-handed, so I'll head back and question Captain Sanders. See if he knows anything. Or at least if he's still alive, anyway. hospital. Hospital's the most likely place he'll go. I'll nick the telephone and see if I can get nearer to the hospital from where I am. Now, I know it said action-adventure in the blurb, but I think this is a bit more focused on the mystery and investigation side of things, which is good if you like the odd bit of action here and there, but it does strike me as very much a broken sword type of game, which is kind of nice, because it requires you to think quite a lot. So, let's see. I'll head back to the Devil's Reef. So, now I'm a bit near the hospital. I can at least make it up to there. At least one could theorise, so... take the boat, go down Lincoln Street and I'll find the hospital. Okay, easy enough. Or at least it would be if there was a place to moor. The camera's a bit iffy when it comes to the boat, so not a major criticism, but certainly one that will probably need addressing at some point. Let's take the way up here and get on the nearest dock. Or it should have... wow! Half the city really was below sea level when we started. So... let's see if I can moor up here. Should be able to. Okay. Pelagic Brewery's Viridian Ale. Keep yourself afloat. Looks like a really weird picture of Mountain Dew mixed with beer. I don't see how either of those things going together would be quite beneficial to either person involved, but anyway. Let's see. Still a ways off. So I'll need to head down. At least if I cut through Roosevelt Street I might be able to get through it alright. So let's pick up the pace, Charlie. So apparently those four-armed little creatures with what look like vaginas for heads are actually called wild beasts. So they're bad news on a few fronts. At least I know I can melee them to death without too much trouble. Though my health is suffering a little bit for it, but it's not the end of the world. A couple of the cars sinking into the mud is maybe not a good sign, but we shall see. See if I'm close to the hospital. Take a left. Oh, you gotta be joking. Well, at least there's another boat down here, which is good. Whatever this flood thing was, it's clearly let itself go on the rest of the some of the town. So at least if I can hop up here. Well, this is annoying. Doesn't like a breakthrough there either. Okay, I need to find another way to the hospital. Let's see. I have to take the boat and go left. See if that helps. I like how guys is just stood on the dock trying to fish, thinking there'll be anything alive in this thing. I mean, that's a bold assumption in its own right. Assuming there's any fish alive in a murky, black, swampy lagoon like this one. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, wait. Am I in the back entrance to the hospital? This might... I am. I think I've made it into the other entrance to the hospital, so... Ugh. Yeah, something tells me I did not make the right choice. This place is a wreck. Okay, abort. Not run into Torso Terry. Whoa! No! Get out! Get stuff. Get the hell out of here. Oh shit! Oh, that was never going to go well. Okay, so hopefully it's not dropped me too far off course. It's dropped me roughly where I was before. Yeah, near the police station. Alright. So that's a good start. So... the boarded up sections of Old Church Road are not a nice thing to see, though. So maybe the map isn't as open cut as I first thought. I wonder if I can just... don't know if I need to heal myself with. I only need 2 bullets. This might be a bit more of a slog than I thought, so... let's see. If I can at least get back to the hospital, I might be able to find Captain Sanders. So... yeah, I think this is definitely going to be an interesting one. If I can at least take the road to the left. Now we're getting somewhere. Infested area. Okay, now I see why they call it that. Do I want to go down to Central Street? Nope. Need to go a bit further on. If I can. A lot of this stuff is definitely prone to trial and error, so... what the water's infested with. Oh well. Little point in asking. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, those are odd rats. This place really looks like it's... get the truck out of here? No, you mean get the fuck out of here, you fool. Right. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so I'm on the right-ish track. Yeah. Here we go. The hospital. Perfect.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess. A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
My head? No complaints, I'm good.
Well, you're the exception these days. We're simply overflowing with patients.
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork. But you're welcome to take a look at our archives. It means that much to you.
Okay.
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually. But it may result in close contact with the wilds. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other, the vomiting humanoids.
Vomiting humanoids?
Yes, wretches, almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
What have
Okay.
you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Okay, so two guys with different things. Okay, let's try and get to the archives. So it looks like I've got 2 and 3 cases on the go here, so first things first, let's stick to task at hand. Subject. Patients. Surgery. District. Grimhaven Bay. No information regarding selected evidence found. Okay. Wounded Sanders, here we go. Okay. Okay, so subject. Patients. Period after the flood. Grimhaven Bay. Peter Crowley. Multiple burns and fragmentation wounds to the chest and face. Several surgeries, wound treatment, prognosis. Joseph Willow. Deep cut wound to left shoulder. With stitches. Bed rest recommended. So the wounded sailor isn't Captain Sanders. It's Joseph Willow. Let's see. Patient wards. Okay. If I can find Joe Willow, we might be in business. Aha!
What happened to you, mister?
Please. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
I'm sorry. I'll get better soon. Bye.
Okay, so Pete's wounded. I need to find Joe Willow. No, that's not Joe Willow. He's got to be here somewhere. See the next floor. Let's see.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho. Bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the Port Massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions here.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. They'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew. None of them deserved what happened to them.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. Divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. Not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks in the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open, and that means hysteria on land.
Really? We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere.
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on the crew. What happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of getting there.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you never follow them without proper equipment.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
You know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
The better say.
Right. So we found out Joe Willow. The Titania went mad and started a massacre in the port as a result. So it turned out Captain Sanders checked in. So it turns out Captain Sanders checked in as Joe Willow. Okay. We'll check the surgery ward, see if that logbook turns up anything. Just trying to find a way out here. Where's the surgery? Surgery basement. We might have something in there. Storage. Okay, so in theory, the logbook should be somewhere here. Gunpowder in a coffin? Clear water. Something very odd about all these. Let's just have a look. Ah! Ship's log. Crew complaining of noises and no sleep. March 22nd. Crew reported hallucinations. Found an air pocket near the Devil's Teeth, close to the city. Sent Tate and Myers down to investigate after service. Tate and Myers returned with only Throgmorton. So lifeboat. So Tate and Myers were the last two to drag Throgmorton out. And they needed to get him and him getting back on the ship caused the crew to mutiny. Still doesn't explain why the Inmouthers wrecked the expedition. Maybe they knew something about this that I didn't. Oh well. Let me just try and piece together some of what we know. Okay. Insanity that cast him adrift. So I need to find Tate and Myers, I think. Maybe Willow knows what happened to him. I got a funny feeling Willow is Sanders, but that's beside the... Just check they weren't brought in here. So it's low, okay. Morgue. Okay. Let's try the asylum. Nope. Surgery. Nope. Therapy. Nope. There'll be nothing in the archives, so I think the best thing to do is to quiz Willow again. See if he knows what happened to Tate and Myers. If they're both dead, this might lead to a dead end, but can't be certain.
I warned you. I warned you.
Yeah, you warned me, but you didn't say anything else. Right. So the crew dragged them on board. Great. Dead end. Okay, so I've got a number of leads. Not all of them good ones, so I think I'm going to have to go back and update Throgmorton on what's happening with his boy, or late boy I should say. It might help. I think I'm going to call it at that, and we'll pick this up on the next video. I'm going to see if I can go back to Throgmorton and see if he knew any reasons to why the expedition was the way it was, and also inform him about where everything is. So thank you so much for watching this little video I've put together. If you like what you saw, just leave a like, hit the subscribe button. Channel's Mickey J Shanks, and any feedback is welcome in the comments below. If you're enjoying my little stint through Oakmont, I'd love to know. And I will see you in the next video when we follow Charles Reed even further into the sinking city. Laters.